Hi. Just a doodle here. This is just a village scene, Norfolk village type of scene, similar to a Edward Seago type of landscape. I'll do this in summer colours. Put a bit of field here, some short trees here, background of trees, and the stand here. And it's three little cottages and a couple of outbuildings at the back here, and a road going sweeping through. So, using a 2-inch hake, I'll give this a wet. I've got the board at about 80 degrees, 80 thereabouts to the vertical, so the water does tend to run down, but it's okay for demonstrating. So a good soak. And let it soak in. Just lift off the bits of water. Now I've got a cloth handy, so I can keep the excess water out of my brush. Here's my new palette, second day of use. Colours: lemon yellow, raw sienna, alizarin crimson, light red, ultramarine, burnt umber, and Payne's grey. I include burnt sienna because I like mixing it with the blues. It's a good sort of distance colour when you mix it with the blue. I got the trays, if you haven't caught up in the other videos, from a place called the Emporium Outlets. And I bought it. They sold them in packs of 2, which is good, which is very handy. My last one just gave up the ghost after about 30 years of being battered, so I've got a spare one of these. And I'm using Cotman watercolour. And there's a firm advertising on eBay, a craft scene. They're knocking these tubes out at the moment at £3.29, which is the best around at the moment. So I'm stocking up on those. So I hope I get there before you. The paper is Fabriano, £130 from art discount, blocks of 100. Great for wetting wet and inexpensive. Right. So just get that nice and flat there. Okay, so I'll put in some raw sienna. Sort of unifies the paper, the painting, kills the canvas. I'm going to stay quite away from these houses. I don't want them to have to be lifted out of the gloom, so I'll paint around those. Right, now a bit of nice blue skies, a bit of alizarin in with the blue. It takes the sting out of the brilliance of this blue, Reckitt's blue. Yeah, put a bit of a cloud in. The cloud, I use blue and the light red. Okay, that'll do that. And while that is drying off a little bit, I'll put in some background trees using my sienna, the burnt sienna. Just a nice bit of distance behind, so get some, it's a little bit of yellow in there, I think. No, something like that. So I'll just carefully paint around the house. Leaving bits of light, unpainted paper. Right, well, that go there. I think that's okay. Put in a bit of grassy colour. Pair it with a raw sienna and I'm filling in here while this dries here, so I get my road in. Right, now we'll have a bit of a field. Here, I'll put some furrows in that as I'll get to it. This is just an bit of underpainting here. Right, okay, that's all right. So, blue and red. Right, I'll let that go for a moment. We can put some texture in as it dries. Right, I reckon with my little half-inch flat I can just put a bit of texture on these slate roofs. Blue and red. Put the shadow under the gutters there. Put those in there. Oops, that goes uphill there. Just drag that down. Bit of yellow. I'm leaving a little bit of white around the edge to separate the houses or the buildings from the trees. Now we'll What colour should we have there? Should we have pink? Just lift that, put that there. And then just a little bit of ochre sienna, raw sienna. Right, we can put some dirty stuff in there. Sucks in, and we can put in some windows, but very simple. That isn't dry. That's a bit wet. Wait for it to dry a little bit. I'm going to go back to start texturing the road now. I'll go back to the houses in a moment. Just pull that nice and tight, nice and flat. Blue and the brown. Just a bit of texture in here. I'll put in some trunks now, and these trees are sort of coming up here. Just very impressionist. Another one coming up here. Just scrubby sort of roadside trees. Try and make one probably bigger than the others, just so that it's not competing. Okay, that's a bit dark on there. Then I'll just put in a bit of shadow there. Then I'll put some leaves on it, very loosely stated, just the blue and the yellow. With the corner of the haycomb, just stroking in this more of a spring sort of colour. I can get that a bit darker, bit of shadow. I'll do it. If I want to do a bit of wriggle work, I'll put a bit more twist twiggy stuff in there, I can. But I prefer to put some leaves, when that's dry I can put some more leaves in front. Right, we'll do this other tree now. Put it in there, so we're just coming up here. Too cold. And then we'll put some shrub, some hedgerow. Nice and dark. Just bringing the road out a little bit here. Got a nice lot of colour in that. I think I like that so much, I'll put some in here. Right, let's get some green on there. That's looking quite interesting. Let's get this up here a little bit more, a bit higher. Just putting a little bit of hedgerow back in here. Right, let's put in a bit of this ploughed field. A bit of Payne's grey in that, with that.
The point is, and you know the point is
There. And I reckon we can just put a little bit of heavier stuff over the back there. Just a bit of right, I want to do a bit on those houses now, put in the windows. They might be just a little bit too dark. That's better. Okay, now let's put in a couple of figures walking up the road. Gives a bit of scale to it. Okay, let's give that a little bit of a signature. Right. That's fine. That's fine. These are quite distant now. These are nearer, and this is nearer still. They're very simply stated. The whole idea is just looking into a picture, following the figures. A bit of a field here. Very impressionist background painting of trees, and the blue behind here stretches the landscape back with quite a simple sky. It's just the sort of view you'd see anywhere in sort of Norfolk, and you stumble across these places. I suppose I could strengthen that up a little bit, just to. Well, I'll do that. No, we'll just. Right, that is just a strengthen. Right, put that in a mount and we'll see what we've done. When I get fed up with doing all the watercolour paintings, demos, and I want a little break, I'll promise I'll have a go at doing some knife paintings. And I've got quite a bit of stuff now, Camel Estuary, which would look quite nice, those knife paintings. Oh, right, there we are. So one simple little Norfolk cottages scene, a couple of figures, very simple landscape. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.